our powwow, not live.
It's been a while since we did a not live.
Yeah.
Long time.
I mean, we don't know what it's like right now. People looking in on the show.
Yeah.
We don't know if half the world's dead or not.
The future is
could be
right
happening.
Now. The future is literally watching right
after
now.
we post this. Like,
we don't
never
know. But everything's changed because of coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's I guess Disneyland shut down.
Yeah.
And the governor said that people can't congregate in areas with more than 200 or 250 people.
Yeah, 250, I think.
So,
and they're trying to play it safe by keeping it in the 200s.
Yeah.
So I'm sure everybody knows this by now by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why right now. I took down the post, too, on Jump Street. Like, going
you're not-
live.
'cause
I
it's
tried to take everything
blacked out.
down.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't even look at the Instagram because I know people are going to be like, what happened? You going live? Like, what happened? I just, like, I'm ignoring it just, like, for the whole weekend because I'm not going to be able to deal with that, too, plus everything.
There's a rule now that we can't post anything.
Yeah.
So if everyone will probably see everything by now, but since
if we survive,
if we pull it off, dude,
dude, good to see you, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Joey
Super
Chase,
sick.
welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy to have you on the podcast
yeah, dude,
finally.
I'm stoked. It's been something I wanted to do for a while, so.
Yeah, man, it's been, we're looking like 7 years from the last powwow, or?
Dude, it's
5 years, right?
Yeah, it's been like 7 years now.
7? Oh, that long. I thought it was 13. I thought it was 15. Damn.
Yeah, 2013.
Yeah.
I didn't know you came, Billy, either. I didn't know you ever came to one.
Yeah, that was his last one.
Yeah,
it was a good one, dude.
It was a good one?
Yeah.
Hopefully this week. Well, this is a good one, too.
It's
in a
already
different
been
way. It's
pretty
very
good so
one.
far, yeah.
It's a blackout event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Powwow Unplugged.
Yeah, dude. Like, no social media posts of Powwow. Everyone's probably going to be wondering, but
This is one of the...
it kind of makes it cool, though.
No, really, I think it's one of the most unique, strangest events I've ever probably all of us have ever been to.
Yeah. No one's ever been to a contest where it's like you can't post stuff on social media. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like,
it's like 2005 shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it brings it back. Like going to Florida is like a lot of the times like it's kind of like New York where like you kind of go like a time machine a little bit. It's like old. It gets like an older feeling.
As soon as I landed at the airport, I said the same thing to JP. Like every Florida airport I go to, except for maybe like Miami, it all feels like I went back to the 90s.
Yeah.
like the upholstery on the chairs
dude,
are like
so true.
weird patterns and stuff.
It's time traveling back in Florida, dude.
It's so sick.
It's like straight up how it is, dude.
Dude, it's so you just like are almost done with a part that you're working on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
that's dope. I didn't find that out till yesterday too.
Yeah.
I think X told me.
So I'm filming for that for like the past year, and then I moved to Colorado. I was living out there, and I was filming a lot out there, and then I got hurt out there while I was filming for it, so that put me out for like 6 months. So that's why it's taking me a little bit longer to get the section done. But now, I mean, you saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
You know it's almost done, so.
Oh, you saw it? You got a little sneak peek?
Really sick.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I was thinking about premiering it here, but after talking to you, I'm thinking I might not do that because kind of keeping it like on the low until I release it.
It's really good. I
can imagine.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you skating in a while, but like the way you skate, like I can't picture you skating any other way because some people, like people skating changed in the past 10-15 years, but like
I try to
are you still throwing down hammers and stuff or what?
Yeah.
He's totally still
See,
tough guy.
I'm hyped on that shit.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I can, dude. I mean, I'm 32, so like,
it's harder now.
It's still a little bit harder
Doesn't
to go out,
seem like
even to
there's
go
an
out
issue.
and film and like. Well, yeah, I mean, it's like I still feel good on the skates, but it's like getting like I'm, like when we had people filming us and editing stuff for us. Like now it's like me going out and getting someone to come film me. Like, so it's a lot more harder of a process to put out a part now than it was, when we had people wanting like. Yo, we're flying you here to do a part.
Yeah.
Like, it was just easier that way. Now it's like me doing everything, like driving, picking up the homies, like
finding the time,
showing
after
someone
work,
how to film, like, and like a lot of the people that, I mean, a lot of the dudes know how to film, but then sometimes it'll be with dudes that don't really film that much. So I'm like trying to show them how I want it done, and like, so it's a process, dude.
I didn't realize you were such like a director.
I mean, I'd rather not be, but like,
Were you ever like that, or that's just new because you have no one else to film with? Were you ever particular about the way your clips are filmed and stuff?
Well, I was like more particular about who I would film with, I think.
That makes sense.
Like, I wouldn't want to like, I mean, I had certain people like Johnny Boy, X-Rated, like, and then a lot of the times it was like with Shima and those dudes, like with Jan. So there was like probably like 3 or 4 people that I would film with most of my stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you go back like all the way with like all those like Jan and San Diego guys,
dude,
like
at
Elliot,
the very beginning,
the NIM
like,
guys.
Yeah,
from like the beginning of
NIM,
NIM, right?
from the beginning of NIM, pretty much. Like I was at a hoedown, which is crazy to think about. That was like so long ago, but I was skating for Remedies.
Oh yeah.
And John was just about to start NIM, Elliot, And he hit me up and he's like, yo, dude, we want to send you some skates. And that's when I was still like, I was like 18, dude, still coming up. Like, no one even probably knew who I was that much, but John noticed me. And then I started putting out parts even before I got that skate and like started doing like my radius part. And then
God, radius too.
Yeah, my radius part. And then I did like thrill. And those sections kind of like got me noticed a little bit more. And then like started it with NIM. And then it was like from 19 on with them.
Dude, the original
to
like,
SSM
NIM team was...
Who was on the original NIM team? Like, you were part of the original?
It was me. Like, the main dudes in the original it was me, John, and Montre.
Yeah, okay.
We're like the 3 dudes. And then, obviously, Bill came in. And then Dave and Maddie. And, like, we had a solid...
I came around when it was, like, SSM.
Yeah, you came when it was SSM. Yeah, not NIM, but yeah. But so, like, that was the original dudes. And then it kind of... Obviously, the falling out happened between Shima and John. And, like, people went their separate ways. And... And we were like kids in a divorce, dude. Like when we were going through that, so it was weird. And like John was cool about it. He's like, "Look, dude, like we don't have another skate company, like, so you just go do your thing with SSM and like." But everything was good. There was no drama really between us. But I don't know how it all went down with them. But you know how it goes. Like sometimes the blading industry can be a little cruel in ways, dude.
It could definitely be frustrating, like, working on the back end because, you do a lot of work and you don't really get compensated for the work a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a very hard grind, dude.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
how was the transition leaving Rems to NIM?
At first, it was hard for me, dude. Yeah, I was so used to skating those Rems for a long time, and I loved them, dude. I was skating it was the Frankie ones. Those were like so. I loved those skates, dude. Yeah. I loved those skates. So it was a little weird transition, but like after a while, I loved those blades.
They're great blades.
Yeah,
I love
the sole blades.
They were fast.
They were solid.
That's the only thing I remember
about
about those skates. They were just fast,
and they were super solid too,
and light too.
Yeah,
like,
light,
like,
solid. The sole plates were really sick, which is what like made them like awesome. So
yeah. What made you go to Colorado out of nowhere? Like everyone that knows you knows
I
you're
didn't even
like
know that.
a super Florida dude, like and so when we heard you were going to Denver for a while, I was like, oh, what is he doing over there?
Yeah, well,
what motivated that?
So like, I think it was when I was just turning 30. Colorado's always been like, I'm in, like everyone knows that I'm from Florida, whatever, but like I've always loved the mountains and like. And you can't do any of that stuff here, dude. It's like it's just flat and like hot. So I just I had gotten out of like a long relationship, and I was just like, I was free to do basically like whatever I wanted, and I saved some money, and I was just like, I'm just gonna go do it for a year. Just packed my car up and just took off to Colorado.
By yourself?
Sick.
Yeah, by myself, dude. Just packed my car up. Didn't really know when I was gonna leave, and then.
Did you have a job lined up or?
I did. My buddy started a roofing company out there, so I didn't really honestly. I saved money, so I was like kind of lived off my savings, and then did like some roofing. But then most of the time I was spending like just driving around, hiking, shooting photos in the mountains and stuff.
Sick.
So it was good for me, dude. I needed to get out of Florida for a little bit, especially after like the skating stuff ended. Like when SSM died, it's like kind of hard. We've been talking about it a little bit, like finding your purpose after like you spend so much of your life putting like we were putting everything into it, dude.
Totally.
Like that was the one track mind, like blading, and then when you get into it and you realize like there's not an end game to this.
Yeah.
Like it gets to a point and then you're done. Like, and you don't think that when you're coming up. And like, so it's a weird transition. I'm not saying that to like not motivate people to get in the game, but you just have to be aware of like, they'll get to that point. Like when SSM died and like I got the call from Shima and it was just like, dude, like we're shutting down. Yeah. And I was just like, it was like,
Did you have any idea that was happening?
I mean, I had some sort of ideas, but like, because things were getting a little rough, like pay cuts were happening. And so it started to see, and you dealt with all that stuff too, man. Yeah. Like it was hard towards the end, and then it just couldn't cut it anymore. And it sucks because like we had a rad crew, dude, and we were always doing cool stuff. But
it was totally like
when the industry is the way it is, dude, it's hard. And like
totally,
it's completely understandable when companies go under.
Yeah.
Even no matter how unfortunate it is,
and
it's like some random person or someone like Shima or like a legend behind it.
And it was like the end of a very long period of like dedicating so much into something and then realizing like, okay, I'm starting now from square one. And that's kind of like where you have to, all right, what am I going to do? And like, So that was more for me, like, I was, like, free on many aspects, like, out of that relationship. Then, you know, the skating thing kind of went away, and, like, I still did it for myself, whatever, and, like, that's what I've been doing the past couple of years, but after that, it wasn't a professional thing anymore, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to move to Colorado, I'm going to do, like, what I want for a little bit, like, didn't have the pressures of any of that, so.
How good did that feel, though?
It was awesome, dude. It was, like, a really good time for me, dude, just going out there and, like, being by myself for a little bit, because I didn't have, like, too many, like, I lived in Colorado Springs, not Denver, and, like, most of the dudes live in Denver.
How far out is Colorado Springs from
It's
Denver?
like an hour.
It's an hour? Okay.
So I would go up to Denver and see, like, Spira and stuff, but most of the time I was, like, by myself, but it was good for me because, you know, like, here, there's tons of people hanging out all the time, and, you get caught, sometimes you get caught up in that, and then don't really, like, give yourself time to like, go, and, like, I was in the mountains, like, all the time by myself, like, shooting photos, doing something that I love to do, so it was, like, it was just good for me coming from the blading thing, and, like, it was, like, a healing kind of experience for me more than anything, like.
That makes sense, man. Like, you need that, like, time, especially, like, when, like you said, like, dedicate so much of, like, your everything to, like, wanting to make something happen and believing in it. Yeah. And then having it, like, not work out, you just need to, like,
and then it's
separate
just, like,
yourself
wiped away.
for a while. Just, totally.
And that's why, like, people will still, like, ask me, like, on Instagram or Facebook, be like, dude, do you still skate? Or, like, and I'm like, yeah, I do, like, but no one obviously sees anymore, like, as much stuff as we used to put out, obviously, because there's not sponsors, like,
asking you to
push
it out every week.
Yeah, exactly. So now, like, I'm kind of, like, gonna make a little jump back in and hopefully make a little bit more of a mark again, but we'll see what happens. But being here has been super motivating, dude, like, seeing everybody, and, like, it's just, it helps you, like, remember why you're doing it in the first place, and it wasn't to, like, be pro, and that's what you think when you're coming up, but now it's more like, this is a family, dude, like, I get to see, like, people I haven't seen, like, you even in years, but it's like it's been a day, dude.
It's like a fraternal
like, it's crazy.
It's a long day.
Yeah, so that's why blading is all worth it, dude, because of those, for me at least, like, and, like, putting out this part, it's been, like, a couple years since I put out a part, so.
Yeah, man, I was shocked. I heard about it from Austin Barrett, and he was like, dude, it's really sick, and then, I saw it, so everyone who's watching this, if you haven't bought it yet,
it might be out by the time.
Yeah, it should be out by that. It should be out. I'll probably release it, like, right around the same time as this to promote it.
Was it filmed in Florida, or is it a mix of Florida and Colorado?
It was filmed in, so originally we were going to make a video, and it was going to be me, Sammy, Maddie, and Brian Weiss. And we, like, flew to Atlanta a couple times to meet up with each other, film out there. Like, Sammy, Maddie, and I went to South America and filmed down there. So, like...
Oh, you have a bunch of shit in there, then.
Yeah, so Maddie ended up stacking tons, dude, which I'm sure people already saw that section I just put out of him recently, and he absolutely crushed. So we used that was footage at the same time as we were filming, and then, you know, Sammy stacked stuff, and then Brian stacked stuff, but he ended up needing it for feet too because he got hurt. So, like, the video kind of fell apart, and so now we're kind of just, like, I'm taking that footage that was going to be used for that video and making the part out of it. So
sick.
Basically.
I just can't wait to see some, like, even though I like skating nowadays, but just to see, like, the hammerific side of shit.
I tried to throw a few in there, dude. I tried to keep it pretty classic on my deals.
I was saying, like, I haven't had that feeling in a while, but going fakie on the snake run yesterday, that gave me that rush.
The snake run is so... Dude, that is the best thing. Like, coming here, the first thing you do, dude, is blast the snake run, and it's immediate. It's going to be the best weekend, dude. Like,
nah, dude, it's
so sick.
It's such an experience being here, man.
Yeah.
And, just all the vibes in Florida are always, like, so sick.
I've never been to, like, a real Florida event. I guess this is kind of the only Florida event, really, that's been happening, right?
I mean, there's...
What else was there?
There's Blades Giving.
Oh, yeah. Has that always been going on? I only heard of that recently, too.
Yeah, I think they've done it, like, they started coming back with it the past couple years, and that's a pretty cool contest,
I missed it last year by, like, a week.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fun one. I actually won that one this year, which
was
cool.
I did see that.
I haven't won a contest in a while, so that was
pretty cool. You gotta let people know what time it is.
Yeah. So that was also, like, motivating, like, winning a contest, like, just makes you, like, all right, dude, I'm 32, and I can still get in there and win contests, like... No,
and that's cool. Like a park too.
Yeah.
How are you on skating park? Because I think people don't see you skate too much park either. Mostly street.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really put anything out in park, but, like, I mean, I was a park rat growing up, dude. Like, I skated. Okay. I started out in park and then transitioned into street from that, and I think that helped me. Park. Yeah, I think that helped me be better at street. Just like, I mean, I started when I was young, dude. So me and Sammy went to this, like.
I was gonna say, did you guys start at the same time?
Yeah, we did. And he was like, I mean, we started on. My mom had, like, some rec skates. in the house, and like we just like I think we knew some dudes who like skated, like older, like my sister's friend's brother was a rollerblader, and like we saw him skating one day, and then we had the rec skates, and we just started like playing around on those and like making jumps in the front yard.
Sick. Little
then,
like freaking.
Yeah, like on the like the recycling bin with the piece of wood on it, like super dangerous sketch, but on rec skates too. And then we just got super into it. We went to the skate park the first time we went to the skate park, and then that was it, dude. We just like loved it.
Do you remember the first time you went to the skate park?
I do, yeah. And we went with rec skates. And I remember I dropped in the first day I went there on the spine ramp that they had there.
Dang.
And it was just a blast, dude. And then we like got into it, and then my mom got us some Menaces. I don't even know what brand that was, dude. That was my first aggressive skate were Menaces, yeah.
Because my feet were too small. I guess you had the same problem too.
My
feet were too small to fit in adult skates.
Yeah, they were Menaces, dude. We got them from Just for Feet, and then it was like it was game over after that, dude. Like that was what we were doing all the time, thinking about like.
How old are you when you started?
Like when I got my first pair of aggressive skates, like we had been like messing around, like I said, the thing, but like probably I think I was like 10.
10?
So I've been skating for 22 years. Yeah, it's long. It's more than, I mean, that's like almost my whole life, really.
Yeah.
I mean, besides 10 years, but it's a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys all been in the game too for a long time, so you know. Yeah. Which is wild to think about skating that long, dude.
Every time, like, even like now with these events, like starting to know some people for so long too.
Yeah.
Like, it's starting to get crazy.
Like, you don't even realize, you're like, dude, it was, what, like 10 years since you see some people? And then it's like, it feels like.
how long you've known
them
for.
And it's the same thing. Yeah. It feels like just the same. Like, everyone's so, like, it's such a tight, like, community, like, blading. So it's sick, dude.
I think most people don't. Like, people don't skate, like our other friends, I guess.
Yeah.
No one's been doing shit for as long as this. Like, nothing that they do, none of their hobbies, nothing usually.
Yeah.
For like 10 years, maybe max.
I know, yeah. And this is like a lifetime thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's like lifetime friends, dude, that you could not see for 5 years, and then it could be 5 years, and then
it's like nothing.
It's nothing,
changed.
dude. It's like you're just homies. You can just sit on the couch and like hang out, dude.
It's crazy when you meet, like,
normal.
if you meet like younger kids now that skate, even though it's hard to do. But like when you meet someone who's like 18 or like 19, and they like you've been skating longer than they've been alive for. Now, like, that's crazy.
Dude, that's true. I never even thought about that. Like 18-year-old kids,
issues,
like
me for the first time like the
dude,
other week.
We were
and
skating when you were born.
Your whole life.
Yeah, he's like, I was born in like 97 or something like that. I'm like, damn, I've been skating longer than you've been alive. Yo, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
And I'm like always the young person too, so it's like rare for me to like, you know.
That's wild, dude.
It's nuts.
It's a new generation. I mean, hopefully we see more of those coming up. And it's not such like an abnormality.
It is. It's
hopefully
it's wild to think of, man. It's so crazy. The older we get, the more that's gonna happen.
I hope so.
Yeah.
You just showed me also. You got a new pro wheel coming out, right?
I do. Yeah.
Damn. Signature wheels.
So that hasn't been announced yet that I'm even on that team, but it will be by the time this comes out. So no. This is fine to stay in. Yeah. I got a pro wheel coming out for Conjure, so. I like swore I was never gonna do like a sponsor thing again, and then like I was like, I'm over that. I'm never doing that again. But now I'm kind of like, I'm down, dude. Like, Conjure's cool. Like, Rob is the man, dude. He like went out and filmed me for the part. Like, so
yeah, the wheel looks good. Did you design it?
I like came up with the idea and like threw out some of the ideas, and then the dude who like designs all the wheels like kind of gave me like a few, and then we came up with the final one.
That's sick.
What's the specs of your wheels?
58.
I knew you were gonna have like a normal size wheel.
Yeah, it's like a normal deal. Yeah, because I skate anti, so
me too. I still keep the anti. Yeah,
I see a lot of people going flat now, but I still like. I started out skating flat, but I feel restricted in flat. And Maddie's gonna be like, ugh. Maddie is about the flat, dude. He's gonna call it cheating, dude.
Flat is he's always been.
Yeah, he's like flat all the way, dude. Like,
did you ride flat in the Menaces?
I did ride flat.
Because those were like tiny. Like, to ride flat with those?
I did ride flat, yeah. I rode flat like all like the first like probably 5 years skating, but like once I got super like hard into street, like as soon as I got anti-rockers, I could start doing fast slides. So I was like, I'm
gonna keep it like this.
Yeah, exactly. And like with flat, I mean, you can do it, and it's a lot more gangster if you can do fast slides with flat, but for me, it just wasn't working out. So
I feel like I could tell by the way you do unities that you grew up skating flat.
Yeah,
like the unities are really fucking like low, like really booted.
Yeah, true.
You know?
I guess that might have formed from that. Yeah,
Maddie's the same way too. His unities are just like flat, like he's on his cuff bolts.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You know,
and that's like one of his favorite moves.
Yeah, gotta be.
Yeah,
it looks so natural.
Yeah,
and that's definitely a flat unity right there.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Florida's such like a weird. I mean, it's so big. It has like a bunch of different blade crews. Like you got like the Miami crew.
Yeah,
and then there's Orlando. And Maddie's over from Pensacola, but did you guys end up like skating a bunch, even though you guys lived a bit far away?
Yeah, I mean, like Maddie was kind of like he would come down to Orlando, or we would go up there. Like growing up in like the Florida, like he was just like everyone kind of would always like meet up because we had like our crew in Orlando, but then we had like the Jacksonville crew, and then like Maddie and the Tallahassee crew. So we tried to all like group up as much as we could.
Like Sean Santa Maria too.
Yeah, Sean, Mike, all
Mike
those dudes.
Lilly,
Yeah.
So many people came from Florida. You don't think about it. You don't think about it.
There's a lot of dudes that came from Florida, like
Tyler
so
Shields.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, Tyler
I was
Shields.
wondering if he was from Florida. I always seen him skate Kona.
Yeah, he's from here. Yeah.
Is he
There's
like
a bunch of Florida
what are like
dudes.
some Florida super OGs? Like is Tyler like probably the main one, or is there like
I would say like some of the South Florida dudes like Chris Morocco, Chris
Yeah.
Padilla, like those are like the from way back in the
Chris
day OGs
Morocco,
that are still
I'm surprised
blading.
he's not here?
Still
actually.
ripping.
Yeah, Padilla's here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Not Morocco
Padilla's
though, right?
here. No, Morocco's not here.
He
Which
might
is,
be. You can't see him. He's so
Which
small.
yeah, that's true. But dude, it would be tight if Morocco's here because that
Yeah.
dude rips park.
Dude,
hard.
yeah,
It's
especially
last time I was in
crazy,
Florida.
Last
dude.
year, do you remember he was like 900ing?
Yeah.
Oh my
Dude,
god!
and
like
he does
the
that
big-
weird like backflip thing, like over like where he like slides his hand, like.
Oh yeah.
And he looks like Yoda doing it, dude.
Yeah.
And he's so little and he's crazy.
Yeah. It's
It's
sick,
crazy.
dude.
He's like
Watch it,
Mario,
yeah.
like his Mario's so small. He goes,
Yeah.
and he jumps like 30 feet high.
Oh
He's
my
like a
God.
ninja,
Morocco,
dude.
yeah.
It's like ninja style.
I forgot about all these like Florida OGs.
Yeah, there's a good amount, dude.
Mm-hmm. That was growing up with a brother that skated. Because
Dude, having
you guys
Sammy
skated at the same time.
Yeah, Sammy. It was sick, dude. Like, I mean, as anyone who knows, like me and Sammy were like connected at the hip, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Sammy's like, I mean, up until Sammy got married, like Sammy got married and is having a baby now, and like, so up until like he got in that, like we had always lived together, like same friends, like skating all the time together, like. And it's sick having someone who's that close to you that also rips and you can go blade with like anytime.
Yeah.
So it's like super sick. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
You guys both rip so hard too, and it's sick that you guys like did your own thing and like when he was on Razors. And,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you, like it was
Yeah,
cool
we-
because
we
I think
did.
I think everyone was giving him like a little bit of like busting his chops a little bit, trying to get him on SSM like a while ago.
Yeah, I think so. But
Yeah.
he was, I mean, Razors did treat him good, dude. Like
Yeah,
he got
no, totally.
he got like tons of skates all the time, like. And I think maybe in some weird way we did just like try to keep it separate. But I mean, like he was on Fester, we were on Fester
Yeah.
together, like. So we had companies that we both rode for together, but. As far as skate companies go, no, he was always Razors. I mean, he was on Razors for like, I think he was sponsored by Razors for like 7 years. So like,
Dude, Fester
he was on
was
them for a
sick,
minute.
man.
I know, man. That's one that like is a bummer that went away, but just
Because you
like
were doing that with Damien, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You were like not just riding, you were like
yeah, we
Oh,
like
you were, like,
partnered
part of-
up- yeah,
like-
yeah, we like
okay.
started it together and like,
I always pictured it like a Santee
yeah,
company kind of thing.
yeah,
You
and
were
we-
a Festa too, didn't you? Fish?
no.
No?
yeah. We tried to make it work,
did.
dude. I mean, we did for a while, but you know,
Oh, I think
Didn't
I
I
was.
take a picture of
I
you
think
for
I
like
was on
like
Festa for
a
a
Festa?
second.
I think you might have been, dude.
I think I was.
I could've
Yeah,
sworn
it's
I
funny
took
because
a
forget,
picture of
like,
you
dude, I'm
for-
the
I
same
was,
way.
dude. I 100% was.
Yeah, sick. That's
was
so
so
funny,
good.
dude.
Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, Fester was a fun one, dude. Like we went on a couple tours and made a video. Those were some wild times for sure.
Yeah. Oh, didn't you? Wasn't there one year for one Powwow you guys all showed up with black eyes or something?
Yeah, that was so stupid, dude.
What?
We like this was a long powwow. This was a long time ago, and for some reason, like it just somehow I think it turned into where everybody was like, let's get like joking around, like let's go black eyes to powwow. So like throughout the course of like a week of everyone being in Orlando, you could just never know when you're gonna get a black eye.
What?
Like
They're like
it's-
sneaky black
Yeah,
eyes.
it sucked. Like
Like,
then
how, what were
once
some
you
of the
got
ways
it-
you guys were getting black eyes?
yeah, we almost all of us got them, dude.
Like what way? Like what were the?
Like you would just like we'd be hanging out and at any moment you just get punched in the eye. But everyone agreed to it, dude. So like
that's insane.
we're just like, all right, fine. If you want to like if we're going to do it, like it sounds so stupid, but like it's just you getting those like contest like vibes, and everyone's like, yeah, let's go with. It's so stupid, dude.
No,
like
it's
to
so
me
sick,
now,
though.
it sounds like why would we do that? But like, I mean, it like you know how it is when everyone gets together, dude.
Yeah.
It can just a dumb idea like that is like an awesome idea.
It's just so sick. Everyone just showing up with black eyes.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like 10 people. That's
Dude,
like so sick.
Kyle got it bad.
Did you get Kyle?
No, Steve Doyle got Kyle.
Someone
like this
told
dude,
me
Steve
that,
Doyle. And dude, he like it wasn't like we were giving each other like we weren't
Like a
like
straight-
really
yeah.
we weren't like really hitting each other, but Doyle like laid Kyle out, dude.
No.
Like full on. It was gnarly, dude.
Did he have like the shut eyes?
And that's what that's what stopped it then because we were like, this is going too far,
No.
dude. Yeah, like we can't be doing that. But
a little black eyes.
living a
One thing.
wild skater competition life sometimes, dude.
Oh my god, so funny.
But yeah,
Are you since you won the Blades Giving, are you trying to win Powwow now? Are you competing?
I'm gonna
tomorrow?
compete. Yeah,
Oh shit.
I'm gonna try and give it a little go. There's a lot of good dudes here, though, man. Like,
Mhm.
but I mean, I enjoyed skating. For a while, I didn't like skating contests, but now I'm just like, I don't feel pressure or anything. So
Just enjoy
it's
it
just
again?
like it's like fun for me now. Like when I like even with like throughout SSM and all that, I hated skating contests.
Mhm.
Like, because I felt pressure, like I have to do good at this contest,
Yeah.
or like.
I'm not a fan of that.
And
either.
I just was more focused on like putting out parts and doing like the stuff on tours and things like that. So I wasn't that focused on skating contests, but now I'm just like, for me, it's fun now.
Mhm.
Like I don't have pressures. I can just like, it's like having a session with the homies where everyone's going
without having like a sponsor down
Yeah,
your back. Like,
exactly.
You have to do good.
Yeah, like I
Mhm.
can stop
Change
when I
everything.
want to stop. I can do whatever I want. Like,
Mhm.
so.
Yeah, like about those trips you're talking about, like the old Naaman SSM tours. There was one that you went on from the other day we were talking about where you did like the front torque, gap to front torque.
Oh yeah.
Dude, so
That's been going around late. That clip.
Yeah, I saw that. Like someone made a GIF on Facebook.
What was
of
that
it.
from? Which?
It was
tour?
that was in Sleaze, the Vicious video.
Vicious, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And that was from like one of those beginning NIM tours. Like
he had a crazy
way
ass
back
front
in the
tour.
day. Yeah,
was
that
like
was
Elliot on it too.
Elliot was there on it
That's
too. Yeah,
sick. To be able to like go on tour with Elliot. Too,
yeah,
like,
dude, it is sick.
That's throwback stuff.
But yeah, torque hop front torque on that was.
Was that your best torque clip? Because you also torqued that big ass ASU ledge in Arizona too.
I did do torque
That
that.
was beast
I've done
also.
some big torques, but
I forgot about that one.
I back torqued like a triple, like a 25 stair triple kink one time.
A triple king.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember
In
seeing that
Thrill.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I also like
Front torque,
in
gap to front
radius.
torque.
Yeah, on that
It's
one
kink
stair
rail,
rail,
yeah.
kink rail, I did front torque, hop front torque, and stayed to the right because there was grass. So that one
Yeah,
was
that's
like I had to
right.
be
Stay on the
in
inside.
there hard on it. Yeah. And that was the first time I ever did that, and that was like filming for Radius, like my first part in that.
That might be like one of the only or few like 1 foot hop transfers. Because who else does those? Like backslide, even like fishbrain. Like no one does those.
Yeah. I don't think
I
I've
can't
ever
think of-
seen anybody do torque like
That's what I'm
hop
saying.
torque on it.
Yeah,
anything
I don't
like
think
that
so either.
before, but
Still to this day.
yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like, do you have any like standout moments from those like old tours back in the day, or like places like? There's had to be some like pretty standout moments in some trips, like.
I
especially
mean,
back in the day.
yeah, like, obviously, I mean, we were always in California all the time, like out in Oakland and doing that. But I mean, as far as standout moments, like going to South America for the first time
That's
was
right, I
like super
forgot you went
awesome.
down
Like,
Was that the NIM one or before that?
that was like that was not the NIM one. I didn't go on that original NIM one. I went on one after that where I basically went down there to like skate and judge a contest, kind of like
Sammy
that they
go
were throwing
too?
down there. Sammy's been before with me, but we've gone back like. I've gone back to Colombia 4 times after that because I loved it so much.
Jeez.
So it was
Really?
like, yeah,
Damn.
just because I loved it down there and like the people and the skating scene is just super awesome. So I kind of like fell in love with that place.
Dang,
so.
I only went there 4 times.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And then me and Sammy and Maddie went back there, and we spent like a month there. And then I went back like a couple more times after that, just like on my own.
it's crazy.
There's a lot of
man.
big rails in there.
Dude,
Bogota's just full of big
sick,
kink rails.
dude. Yeah. Bogota's just like at mountain town, like
Mhm.
huge mountains right there. So everything's hilly and like
Mhm.
people drive insane. You guys have been to South America,
Yeah.
like it is insane.
I
The
mean,
way these dudes
Was
drive
that
down
your
there.
biggest like struggle with?
I mean, it
that-
was just like, I mean, like I'm kind of just like, I don't really care. Like, I'm just like, oh, but it would be like I'd walk in the street and like they don't stop.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So it was like getting used to that. Like, all right, they're not gonna stop for you.
Yeah.
Like they'll keep going.
You're just gonna get hit. Yeah.
Yeah. So that
but
was
the
like
scene there is sick. Like
It is
I was
a lot
shocked to see how many people were skating.
and it's weird. Like it's weird being down there because it's like, you know, I would wake up in the morning and there'd be like 10 people outside my hotel room, like waiting to like go skate, like without even calling them. Like it was like that. And then we actually, when Sammy and I went down there, we actually put together a contest for like all the kids down there, and through like a little contest in Columbia. And we did, Jeff hooked us up with a bunch of stuff, and we just like had like a contest for them and like gave them a bunch of stuff.
Damn, that's sick.
And a ton of kids showed up, dude. And I just talked to my buddy Manuel down there. I was like, look, dude, we want to do a contest while we're down there. And he worked with me, and we put it all together, and it was pretty sick. So
dang, that's sick, man.
Yeah.
That's the first I heard of like other people from another country going and like starting their own skate contest.
And I kind of wish that I would have like maybe kept going on that, but
that'd be cool if you did it like in a different place every time.
Yeah. It's maybe even something to like think about doing just to keep staying in the scene. And it's cool because those kids in South America get so stoked on like it, so it's like such a good vibe going down there, and they're all like,
they're so appreciative.
They are really appreciative, dude, and it makes you feel good, like knowing that what you're doing is like
having an impact.
These kids are like super stoked on it still, because sometimes you forget that like it's like that.
I feel like that's a good way to keep people going skating now who like might have fallen out and then came back into it. Like when you experience that again, it's like really makes you feel good, and it motivates you to go skating more.
Exactly, yeah, and it's like we need that too, like, so it's good for the soul, dude.
Some gratification.
Man.
Yeah.
And just giving back, like, you know, feeding back into like the scene that gave us so much.
Exactly. Yeah.
Give some back full circle.
Exactly. And it means so much to those kids down there, so it's sick.
Man, that's that's cool that you did that.
Yeah.
I really did that.
What was the contest called?
We didn't even have a name for it. We just put like
the chase.
We made a flyer and we just put like it was in like Spanish. And I was just like, yeah, basically we're bringing the product to like give away and like the prizes and stuff, and like we judged it, and a bunch of kids came out, dude. It was really cool.
People turn out over there.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, dude, like 200 people at this park.
200?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It was big.
That's
dude.
good.
Yeah. It was sick.
South America, they always show out. They always have so many people that like skate.
There's tons of girl bladers down there too.
Yeah.
Like it's like almost equal, which is cool. Like, it's
do you know like Erica down there?
I don't know. I mean, I met like so many.
Yeah, we ended up staying when we went, we stayed with her.
Oh, okay.
Like right downtown.
Where in Bogota? Mm-hmm. I'm sure I met her then, probably, because she was like, they're all always at those sessions. So
sick, man, down there. I remember going to some bars down there, and they had like, it was just dirt on the floor. We just walked into the bar, and it was just like no floor. It was just dirt. I was like, oh, sick, but like a bar.
Is Bogota? I went to some city in Colombia where they had a mini ramp in the back of the bar.
What?
I guess that wasn't Bogota. Cool. It might have been Medellin. Might have been Medellin. But there's a cement mini ramp in the back of the bar, and it's like people just get hammered and just skate this mini ramp.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
They got one in Mexico. There's like this like, it's like an Airbnb with like, there's a bowl, like a mini, and like all this stuff, but it's just like with this house, like a skate destination.
It's like a Chapu had
Airbnb.
in Medellin also.
Oh, did
he had like a hostel, and it was only for skateboarders, bikers, and bladers.
Yeah.
And he had a big ass bowl in it too.
You say Chapo?
Chapu. Yeah.
Yeah. Sammy went to Medellin, and he ended up hanging out with him.
Like the most hospitable like experience of my life.
Really?
Like staying with those guys. Yeah.
Sick.
You guys went separately, you and Sam?
Well, Sam. Me, Sammy, and Sammy's now wife, they went down there with me, and then she's from Colombia, so she had like her grandma and stuff in Medellin, so I flew home from Bogota, and then they went to Medellin for like a week.
Sick, man.
So
I've heard so many good things about Medellin. I've only been to Bogota.
Dude, yeah, they said Medellin is like if I ever go, whenever I do go back, because I will, I'll definitely be going to Medellin too.
And it's not even that expensive.
Nah, dude, I can get tickets from Florida for like $200.
And it's like a short flight.
Direct.
It's like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it's like quicker than California.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
I never realized that. It's so close, dude.
Yeah, dude, I've gotten tickets for every time I've flown down there, the tickets have been less than $200.
That's why you go so much.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
And especially now with all the Corona stuff.
Oh yeah, it's a great time. Dude,
buy your tickets.
Dude, I just bought a ticket round trip to Colorado for $60, dude.
What?
Yeah.
For when?
Insane.
The beginning of April.
See, I was gonna buy a ticket too, but now I'm like kind of like iffy about it because I feel like they might cancel everything.
They might cancel it.
soon.
Yeah. I guess everything's kind of up in the air.
Domestic
right
might
now
not be
with
that bad though.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine that they would shut down airports here, but you never know, dude. People are going like wild over this.
It's getting out of control.
Yeah.
I mean, I think didn't they stop the European flights?
Yeah.
Well, so a lot of the people. We have some people here from Europe.
Yeah, so we were just talking about.
Like, how's like Soshiro gonna get home?
Yeah, Soshiro, Mary, Joe.
Joe's here.
Swim.
They're
gonna have to take a boat, dude. Take a cruise over there.
Yo, they should just get together and do their own America tour that they're stuck here.
They might as well if they get stuck, dude.
That'd be a unique tour. Yeah. Well, I was talking about with Julian before about
the coronavirus tour.
I was talking about with Julian and Erod. Like someone should get like a hazmat suit and get like a clip in a hazmat suit and just have like everybody around them like just drop into the floor and they're doing a trick and everyone's just passing out around them because they don't have hazmat suits.
That could be like the beginning of the coronavirus tour.
Yeah,
like
it'll go viral. Viral skating coronavirus clip. This is the coronavirus series of episodes right now.
This is not Powwow anymore. This is now the
Powwow.
coronavirus contest, dude. Yeah.
So we're all quarantined.
Yeah. I mean, they did like lock the gates in here, and they're like, no one's going in, no one's going out.
Yeah,
it's like, okay.
Was it not really like that ever, I guess? I never been here, so I don't know how like strict the security was and stuff.
They're like holding it down just because of that fact. Because like in Florida, I guess they just passed that thing where like any kind of meetings that are over 250 or something, you have to get shut down. Like it's a law they passed or something. But I mean,
this is what makes
that's gonna be hard to make that happen here, dude.
I was saying this is what makes our sport good, being like underground or whatever. That if this was like skateboarding, BMX or scooter, there would have been 1,000 people here and it would have been easily shut down. But like, our numbers are so small that we like just make it under the radar.
Yeah,
we make it under the radar
just,
with
like,
our little crew.
It off, dude. Like
a little community.
But still, I mean, there's definitely was supposed to be more than 250.
Yeah, and a lot of people
here.
Tomorrow.
No, a lot of people
bailing.
People weren't going on their flights.
Like Dave didn't even get on the plane. I told him I told you I was gonna put him on blast on
Dave
here.
Didn't come.
Dave's like scared of the coronavirus and like didn't get on his plane. So I'm calling you out, Dave. I'm sorry, dude. Like you gotta get called out. We miss you, dude. But
damn, I didn't know Dave wasn't coming.
But a bunch of people didn't come. Like Cameron Talbot didn't come. Brian Kranz. You know,
that was just their own like personal things. They didn't want to.
B. Weiss has coronavirus. Get better.
B. Weiss.
Yeah, he was saying he's like been sick for the past week. So.
Oh damn. So yeah, anyone who's sniffling at all, like if I see anybody coughing, you're out of here.
Yeah. I'm not shaking your hand, dude. I don't think we're gonna find any hand sanitizer.
No one's like dapping each other down.
Like it's not gonna be.
No one's dapping each other. Everyone's like kicking their feet and stuff at each other. Like, are doing elbows?
Everyone's doing elbows. I'm like,
everyone's elbows gonna be mad dirty.
I'm still going up and like hugging. Like,
yeah. I feel like everyone here's immune to it.
Yeah,
I don't believe in it.
Someone else said that too. I'm like, there's a bunch of skaters camping all weekend long.
Dude, if you're gonna
half
get
of us
it,
aren't showering. It's like a cesspool anyway.
If
like,
you're
we're
gonna get it,
immune
you're
to
gonna get
now.
it, dude. Yeah, you're gonna get it no matter what. Yeah,
that's it.
We probably all have way worse.
Yeah,
by now. By doing this.
I think if we would have got it, we would have got it by now. Anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Soshiro's from Japan. We picked him up. Like, and that's supposedly
Gave
got
a big
like,
old hug.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I wasn't being like, "Don't touch me." I'm like, "Yo, dude." Yeah. But I've never been like scared of any kind of like the flu or like anything like that. I don't live like that, so I'm not like sitting there being like, "Oh my god, I'm not gonna do something because I'm scared of this virus."
That's
like,
perfect
no,
that
dude,
you said that. That's a perfect way to live life by.
Yeah.
Like, don't be scared of all these things. Like, just do what you're gonna do.
Yeah. Like, if you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it. Like, I'm not gonna stay home from somewhere because I think I might get something.
Like, what are you gonna remember more? Just being sick for a week, or like missing out on a crazy
ass
event
or
something like that?
Dude, I would never miss this.
No,
I would have to be like very, very, very sick to not come here. And if I was like,
if you were already sick though,
like if I was already sick, it would still be like hard not to do it, dude.
No, totally.
Like,
we all came here risking corona.
Yeah, we all knew what we signed up for.
Yeah. And we're all very close quarters and tents.
Yeah.
And like, everyone's sharing everything.
Yeah.
Like,
sharing each other's
hand
food and
sanitizer isn't gonna stop it if it's going down, dude.
No,
like,
it's going down.
At the bowl pool party last night, like, people like passing around beers and shit, and I saw people like, "Nah, I'm good." Like, nobody wants to pass a joint to each other or like share a beer or something like that. Like,
everyone's
nah,
I'm good, dude.
I don't know, not our crew, man.
Yeah.
Well, if you know each other, I'm saying, like, I was with like Joe and stuff, and people were like, "Yo, have a beer," and he's like, "I got my own."
Yeah, with our crew, it's just like everyone's sharing everything. Like, no one's like,
just. When in Rome, you know? You
I'm not worried about it, dude. Yeah, like someone offers me a sip of something, like, "Yeah, you need some water?" I'm gonna drink the water, dude. Like, I'm thirsty.
Well, you've been drinking Florida water your whole life anyway. So
dude, that's
the worst
strong,
type of water you could possibly drink. Florida water.
It's not very good water, dude.
I think it's like the worst in the country.
Is it?
Like if you get people to come in.
it's got to be better than Flint.
Oh, it's better than Flint, dude, for sure. It's better for Flint, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's good to see you back skating again and everything, and still crushing it. I want to talk about what you're doing now, but I also wanted to touch on like you getting your first pro skate. First of all, that was a really good skate. Just like, did you design like the skin on that?
Yeah. Yeah, I like wanted to do, I mean, from Florida, like everything's like, oh, you guys see gators down there a lot. So I'm like, I wanted to do like something that kind of looked like gator skin. So that's where that kind of came from. And then,
I didn't even put those two together.
Yeah, it was like on the back, it was like gator skin.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, that was, dude, that's
a hell of a milestone,
obviously, yeah, like in skating, that's like when you feel like, all right, dude, you got to pro skate, like you made it, like. It's only
especially
really
from someone like Shima.
Yeah, and getting a skate from someone like Shima, who's like, I mean,
had the most pro
growing
skates
up,
probably.
looking to him, up to him, like everybody, dude. So that was a whole cool experience, dude. And then Shima and I got like close over the years, like, because I was the team manager for SSM, and so like Shima and I like became like good buddies. Like I would go out there and spend like months with him and like. Out there.
Totally.
So when everything died, it was hard because like, I mean, everyone was a little bitter about the situation. And like, I think it took some time for everyone to like realize like, it's just like anything when you take a step back from something that's frustrating you or like you take time back and then you realize the things that are important, like the stuff that you're upset about really wasn't that worth being upset about. And it's like been like that. I'm still learning how to do that. Like, so I try at my best, but like obviously like Shima's here and it's great to see him.
It's
dude.
so
like,
good to see him, man.
Super good to see him.
Is he here already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were chilling with him right before we came in here, but it's like, I mean, it's been years since I've seen him, so it's super awesome to see him, dude. Yeah.
Like you said, like everything like falling apart, you kind of like fought out of touch for a while and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But man, it's really cool to see everyone, like especially like people you don't see, like Brian too often, and obviously you guys.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like, so awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can miss another powwow now. I just had so much fun yesterday, and yesterday wasn't even like the main thing, you know.
I know, and yesterday was fun, dude. But tonight's gonna go off with the best trick, and like
the best trick's gonna.
And the course they built is so sick, dude. I'm sure
fun.
by now everyone's gonna have seen footage, but like it's getting blacked out for the weekend, obviously.
Yeah.
So everyone's gonna be like, "What's going on, dude?"
Yeah,
like,
it's a blacked out event.
I still can't fucking fathom that. Like no one knows what's going on.
Can we even
Someone's
post
gonna
saying
fuck
that?
up, I think,
Dude, someone is gonna like
because it's just like auto response to like
do something.
You got to be so conscious to not do it.
It's gonna be hard to.
They need to hire a person just to be on like social media, like looking up the powwow hashtag or something like that.
Kennan's on it.
Is he?
Yeah, he's like yelling at everyone.
He'll fuck you up too. What does the future hold for Joey Chase now that you're back in the game now?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of
playing it by ear.
I'm kind of just playing it by ear. Like, gonna drop this section and then.
Is it a VOD or is it like a free?
It's gonna be a VOD. I was up in the air about like, I haven't put anything out. I'm just gonna put it out online. But then like after people watching it, they're like, no, dude, you need to sell this. Like,
this is so good
for sure. So like now I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna sell it because it is a lot of work. Like we were talking about, dude. Like doing it on my own, like, or I'll have like, so it's actually a lot of work, dude. Trying to put out a part, like especially filming in your hometown. I mean, we traveled to do it too, but still, you have to skate in your hometown to get stuff done. And I've been like skating here for years, so like I've tapped a lot of stuff out. So it's hard, like in Florida.
Finding
honestly, Orlando doesn't have anything to skate, dude. It's a really bad,
really hilly
street skating city. Like, so
where would you go to skate street then? Usually, you had to drive out of Orlando.
I mean, we would do it. And we like there's spots, but it's just like it's not. You're not gonna be like going to a spot and being like, this spot's amazing,
best thing
like,
ever.
It's all like you have to think about like what you're gonna do and like skating electrical boxes,
totally,
and like
roofs
and drop rails.
Yeah,
like you just like that's how it is in skating in Florida. Like really.
You think that like molded you to the type of person you are, the type of skating that you do, just growing up in this terrain?
I think I have to because it was like lots of drop rails, like gaps, like. It's kind of like you said, just looking up.
Yeah,
like,
just looking up for the
you
spots.
have to look at
up for
the
spots.
buildings that are like how they built that building because there's no hills. So it's like you have to just look for the structure stuff. So
that's a different way I never heard before. You got to look up for spots.
Yeah, you look up, dude. Look
no
up
little,
to come down.
No little legend.
Yeah, jumped off a lot of roofs, dude. For sure.
How like your knees and back and stuff from all that?
They're good, dude. I mean,
seem like you're good.
surprisingly, like when I got hurt in Colorado filming for this part, it was kind of weird. I had like a little groin, like I could feel it in my groin a little bit, but I was still skating anyway. And there was like and I'm really bummed I didn't get this trick because it was like I was super pumped on how it was looking, but it was like stairs and then up like the rail stairs, and then up here is a roof, like a small slanted roof like this. So I like jumped out to that alley-oop wall ride to fakie 3, and when I landed like feet up, like I should have landed the trick. Like it felt good.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I landed, it just like my groin like popped into my stomach, dude. Like I felt it like roll into my stomach. And I had to like lay on the ground, and I was like, it hurt so bad, and I was like laying on the ground and trying to stretch my body out because it wouldn't pop back in.
Yeah.
And then it like rolled back in, and dude, I was literally like bedridden for 2 weeks, couldn't walk. Like,
what?
It put me out for like 6 months.
Was it like a hernia?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I went to the doctor, but I don't have health insurance, so I went, and they were like, we'll give you an X-ray. I was like, I know I don't need an X-ray. Like, I need an MRI.
Yeah.
Like, and they're just like, oh, well, you probably tore your groin muscle, and like, but it was a bad tear, dude, because it literally put me out for like 6 months, dude. Yeah.
What?
Like I couldn't walk. I was in extreme amounts of pain, like at night, like agonizing pain, dude.
Oh,
that's a weird way to pull your groin, like hurt your groin, like landing just solid, flat down, like without your legs spreading to the side. 'Cause that's usually what I think would happen.
Yeah, and I don't usually like. I'm not big on like doing like even getting pain medication for even if I'm like hurt. Like I just not. I don't know why, but like I had to get some for this because it was just like
that bad.
I couldn't sleep, dude. I couldn't get comfortable.
Damn.
Like I had to get something for it. It was bad.
Jeez,
Yeah.
man.
But that's from bodies. Like I mean, I just landed.
Wear and
dude,
tear.
But I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. I mean, we do a lot to our
It was the straw
bodies.
that broke the camel's
Yeah,
back.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
It's like
so,
that one too much.
But yeah, but I feel good now. Like now I've been like skating a lot more. Like I've been taking better care of myself, like working out, eating good, skating more. Mm-hmm. So just been trying to do like live a lot more healthy these days, like getting older, because I want to have
keep skating
longevity in my body. So
totally.
like that's becoming more important to me now.
Mm-hmm. Don't want life to be hell when you're 40, man.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like I would love to still be blading when I'm 40.
Totally,
so, like,
definitely.
I mean, Julio's
kind of
doing it. There's people are doing it.
And I didn't take that great of care of my body like through my 20s. Like I didn't care. Like
you can fix it now, though.
Yeah, like now I'm like juicing and like, trying to eat healthy. So it's been working out good, dude. I have a lot more energy and like feel better. Like feel the best I've felt in a long time. Hitting the gym, yeah.
That's huge, man.
Like so, it's been good, man.
All things considered, that groin was like so minimal compared to what pain you could be having in your 30s, considering the way you've been skating.
Exactly,
a lot of people
like,
have so many knee problems, back problems.
Yeah, I don't have any knee problems, like no back, so like I still feel pretty strong, dude.
That's good. I mean, you look like you built like a fucking tank.
Oh.
So I'm sure like
hitting the gym,
doesn't take much to like to bring you down,
Yeah.
Well, that's badass, and the fact that you got this part, I'm sure like you'll be putting out another one in the future if you keep yourself healthy.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to keep putting some out.
Yeah,
that's good. Good to see you back.
Yeah, I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked to finally release a part, and like people still like.
People should be hyped when they see it. It's really good.
Thanks.
Is it gonna be cold? Anything in particular?
I don't know yet. I'm so bad at that kind of stuff, dude. It's just going to be like Joey Chase VOD.
Joey Chase jaded.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Jaded Chase, dude.
We normally go to like live questions, but
wait, we're not live.
No one's here. But I was thinking maybe we could do a quick, because I have a quick idea. Maybe we could do like a quick speed round questions.
Okay.
What's your favorite part?
My favorite part
of your own
that I've done?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Probably my thrill part, to be honest. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Because that was like in my like, and it was fun filming that story I was telling you about with Jeff when we just went like hammer for hammer one day. That was filming for that part.
Yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
Sick.
So it was just like, I don't know, it was like 25, like super on my game then.
Just on
like,
it?
yeah.
Thrill? Okay.
So that was probably like one of my favorites.
Favorite skater growing up?
Elliot, dude.
Elliot?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Elliot and Shima, dude, both, like all those dudes like those, but like Elliot for sure.
Favorite food?
Ooh, man. Dude, I like spicy food, so like Thai food.
Anything with Tabasco.
Dude, anything with hot sauce. But dude, I've been on like a Thai kick hard lately.
I love Thai food.
Like Thai food and then like Thai iced coffee is like the best thing ever, dude. If you haven't tried it,
I have to try that.
dude. It's so good. Yeah.
Favorite trick?
Lately, I've been feeling the alley-oop fish, dude.
Alley-oop
That's
fish?
been kind of my thing.
That's
lately.
a unique ass favorite trick.
Yeah.
Not
I
like
just
a
like
soul.
the way
not
it
a-
feels. I've been liking the way that feels lately. So I
Grabbed or not
fluctuate on
grabbed?
favorite tricks.
Grabbed or not grabbed?
Grabbed.
Grabbed,
Yeah. I try to grab everything as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite city outside of Florida?
Favorite city outside of Florida? Probably, like, just because it was like a good time for me is Colorado Springs, just because like I do love the mountains, right in the mountains, and like that was my home for a little bit, so that became like a really like peaceful place for me, like not as far as blading goes, but just in like general, like I love being in the mountains,
Yeah.
dude, so like that's like my place.
That's sick.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite thing to skate?
Favorite thing to skate, dude, I like line rails, to be
Line
honest.
rails?
Like a nice setup line rail, like that's like when I want to like. That's
Damn, you'd
fun
have
for
crushed
me.
that 2-piece in Tenerife.
Dude, that spot
You
was
would've
like,
crushed
I
that.
was like, dude, I love that spot. Because skating line rails, I feel like you do the first trick and then
And
you're
you're
just, you're
stoked.
going, dude.
Yeah,
like,
stoked.
it's,
You're-
you don't
it's the
got to think
energy.
about it. It's just like that first trick's landed. You're like, all right, I'm sending the next one. Like, it
Yeah.
just gives you that. So for me, that's probably what it, yeah.
Sick.
What about the favorite trick that you've ever done?
My favorite trick that I've ever done. Oh, man.
Yeah, jump in the speaker. I'll just throw it out there.
Favorite trick.
I didn't want to
We were
take
just talking
it.
about the line rails. I was just thinking about that.
I don't know, man. Like, favorite trick. The ASU back torque was pretty scary one.
Yeah, that
I
was
was
a big
pretty
one.
stoked on that one. I'm trying to think, like,
Because you've done some hammers.
yeah, there's been
So
a
there's got to be
few.
something that you were like proud on. Like, do you remember like specifically you being super hyped on a particular trick?
Yeah, there's this one drop rail in Orlando that it was the one that Jeff and I were talking about. And we did it, and he like, so it's, dude, it is massive. Like, it was definitely the biggest drop rail I ever did. But it's like a drop rail, and then it's flat, and then another little part.
Drop
And
kink?
so, yeah, drop kink. But it's like, dude, it was like 30 stairs. Like, you fall off the top, like
You're
you're in bad shape,
Yeah.
dude, like real bad shape. So I went up there and I was like, like looking at it, I was like, all right, dude, I'm just gonna jump on this thing and like kind of stay to the stairs. And I jumped on it, like leaning into the stairs, and got caught on the rail. And I was like sitting on it, but then I came off on the stair side. But I was like, all right, dude, I could do this. And so I just went back up there, jumped on topsoil, and then like before the flat, like gapped off. So like topsoil to gap.
No.
Yeah. And landed it, and I was like super hyped. And then Jeff was up there, and Jeff did, like right after I landed it, Jeff was hyped too. And so he did soul, hop, soul.
Oh,
Oh,
my
And
damn.
It was like back to back.
What
and we were
was
like,
that in something?
Yeah, dude. It was in Thrill.
Thrill, yeah.
Thrill, okay.
Thrill, yeah. So that was like, that was like a really fun day, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch the thrill part.
I know.
later.
I want to
Yeah.
see that
Watch
even
too.
now. All
Yeah,
this talk
Jeff's
about it.
part is sick in that too, dude. That whole video is really sick, man. But yeah. And then tough
Very
stuff
good.
too, like
Oh, Tough Stuff, dude, I love Tough
like
Stuff.
tough stuff was like that's all the homies.
I
and,
love
like,
Tough Stuff, dude. That was such a
that was like
fucking
such a fun time filming
perfect
for that
name
video.
for like y'all's video.
Yeah,
That was so sick.
yeah.
Just chock full of hammers and jumping
yeah,
off roofs.
yeah,
and fucking
dude.
killers.
It's
It
so
was
Florida,
sick.
like
It's so
awesome.
Florida.
so good.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, hell yeah. Bum we can't open it up to the live crowd.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, we're quarantined right now.
Yeah,
That's what's gonna make these episodes unique.
Yeah.
sorry.
But thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, this is sick.
got a
This is
few more to
awesome.
go.
dude. Yeah, this was super awesome, dude.
And hell
Any
yeah.
any
Good
last
luck out
things
there
that you
today.
want to say? Want to let the world know?
No, no, not really.
No,
shredding.
okay, cool.
Yeah, just keep on shredding,
Just
baby.
keep a lookout for that VOD.
Yeah, look
Cop
out for
that
the
VOD.
VOD.
Yeah,
and,
get that VOD for sure.
and get yourself to Powwow next year.
For sure.
Definitely.
Joey, thanks for
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, this was sick.
Dude, sick.
Everyone will catch you on the next one.
Yeah.